Hi, my name is Michael Veslov. I'm a senior at Cascade High School, and I'm a director of this new upcoming film, Disney Genisys. Get ready to step into this this amazing world where past and future collide. Things just got a whole lot dangerous, but don't worry, I got you covered. The best memory about doing this film is that, like ever since I was working on the previous film, Walt Disney, I had kind of like imagined about the reception of the original. At first, I thought it was just like a bit too positive, that so much so that I kind of already had the idea of a sequel, and then it took me a couple of years to get the necessary actors to do the job, and here we are, 2022. 3 years have gone by, and we're kind of closing into releasing this final film, and that I'm guaranteed everybody will enjoy, because as 20 years have gone by with the Disney Park series, the Disney Genisys serves as the epic conclusion to the series. As it's been running prosperously for 20 years, and we're pretty sure we're gonna make the best one yet.
Hi, well, I'm Catherine Ilian. I played Zenoya in the film, and one of the funniest moments in the film was just kind of the ongoing addition to my costume, because there was a delay on the tail, and because my character is one of the Na'vi from Avatar, I believe. But there were ears that were made, but I never got those, but finally I got the tail. And so we did shoot the final scene with the tail. And it was very funny to walk around the school with a wig and a crown of flowers and a tail. And students didn't know who I was. And then they were like, oh, is that Mrs. Ilian? It was fun. It was a lot of fun though, but it definitely made me giggle, so yeah.
Greatest challenge for assembling this kind of a complex project. It involves a pretty talented crew. We have some of the best script writers in the planet, including Jonas Karadzic, who give me a lot of interesting ideas. Well, I was watching this game called Serious Sam 4, where I decided to borrow some of his ideas and implement them to the point where everything feels more beefed up with this film. And the next part was getting the actors, because the actors are kind of like where most of the magic occurs, and everything must be I always had this philosophy of making everything practical, and these days with things like CGI and practical effects, going with the hybridized approach, things there is no limit. Your limit is your own imagination, and I always had this philosophy where if you imagine something and it's like right in front of your eyes, chances are it has to be in the most realistic way possible. So the question of how can we translate that into a practical thing is actually where the challenge really is. And with this film, we try to get the best possible tool. We got like every known bit of equipment of filmmaking multiplied by a factor of 10.
My name is Deborah Belmore, and I'm a teacher here at Cascade High School, and I am the costume designer, sort of, for Disney Genisys. Michael roped me into doing this, and we found lots of interesting parts for the costumes. We spent especially a lot of time finding costume parts for Mrs. Ilian's character, including my favorite was the blue fuzzy tail that we found. that was definitely the most exciting part to try and find, which Michael then added. We added some additional fur to the bottom of it to help create that costume part. So I helped Michael find a few other costume parts and generate some ideas with him. A lot of the costuming was his idea, though, so it was very exciting. Michael is a person of great imagination and vision, and I enjoyed working with him.
The casting of these characters was actually one of the most unique and challenging aspects about doing an action film like this, and like with Maleficent, it's a pretty tough, long, tough story in and of itself. I've been like looking around for all these different people, and there was just one person who just stood out for me, and that person was like a lookalike of Angelina Jolie. Her name is Melissa Bison. However, once even after we just tried to talk, after contract dispute, we kind of like kept looking around to see who's the kind of the closest match to Jolie, and there were a handful of pretty talented people out there, and however, there's like I was like running out of ideas at that point, since none of them actually managed to call in on time, and the one person ended up being Mia Carly, and I'm actually kind of satisfied you got that pretty like tough structure, and if you translate it into Maleficent, yeah, she's a hell of a lot deadlier.
Hi, I'm Natalie Federico. I'm in Michael's movie. I play Vanessa Green. And a little bit about myself, I play a couple sports. I play volleyball, basketball, and tennis. And a fun fact about me is I've been friends with Michael since kindergarten.
Once everything is done, Disney Genisys will be published on YouTube and other platforms November 22nd, 2022. So see you there.